You are going to see your grandkids. You are going to see their kids. If nothing else, just to spoil the hell out of them and give them back. Payback's a bitch. Another way to get oxygen in your system is to exercise. And personally, I hate exercise. So I'm going to show you some tips on what to do every day that you're doing. Just do it differently so that it increases your oxygen. Make sense? If any of this makes sense, go ahead and comment below and let me know. Yeah, it makes sense. Now, you all know from the other videos that my wife is a big influence on my videos, and I told her today, I said, I'm going to be doing a video on exercise. And she looked at me and she says, good luck. And I told her, I said, this is about breathing. It's not about, doing couch-ups or anything like that. Nothing extenuous, just breathing exercises. I said, that's a good idea. I think I will. And we were at the doctor's. And the doctor came over and says, do you regularly exercise? And I kind of thought about it for a while, and I figured it was a good time to make a joke. And I said, well, does sex count as exercise? And then the doctor looked at me and said, well, hell yeah, sex counts as exercise. I mean, you're getting oxygen, right? That's the whole point of this. And I said, well, then, no, I'm not getting enough exercise, apparently. Now, my wife was sitting right next to me, and I was joking with her too, so we all kind of looked at my wife and laughed a little bit. My wife, been married 30 plus years, and she's a smart woman. She kind of thought about it for a little bit. She thought about it for a while, and she looked up and said, well, if sex did qualify for exercise, wouldn't it have to be more than 30 seconds? We just kind of both looked at each other and said, well, yeah, she's got a point. Now, because you all made it through my worst jokes ever on all my videos, I'm going to give you a free gift here. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you a link that you can download. And if you're on YouTube, just give me your email in the comment section. I'll email it to you. It's basically a book of tea. Good reading. I actually read it, and about a guy named Okakura Kakazuzo or something. Hey, dude, if I messed it up, man, I'm sorry, okay? So I just can't pronounce your name, but I show it in the book here. And it's a great book. It's a great read. It talks about tea and how tea manifested itself into what it is today in the Japanese culture. And he talks about the ancient times, about the shoguns and the ninjas, and what kind of tea they drank and why, and all kinds of crazy stuff here. So I'm not a big tea drinker fan unless it comes from Long Island, so shout out to my New York fan. But I'm going to show you some techniques in this video that is not going to require any change in the way you live and the way you work and whatnot. But the bottom line is you got to take a breath.
When you feel life out of focus, always return to basic of life.
What, praying?
Breathing. No breathe, no life.
You got to breathe. You got to put oxygen in your lungs. You got to put oxygen in your system, in your blood cells. Oxygen has to replace the bad elements, the chemicals and the dioxins and the bad stuff that goes into the cells, and it just makes the liver and the kidneys and everything else in your body work less, and it requires less pressure from your heart to pump more. So that's the whole point of this. So one thing that I do when I'm doing my everyday life is I walk a lot. I'm walking right now when I'm doing this video, and the sun actually is a good inhibitor of high blood pressure. So if you're out in the sun and it's a sunny day, take a walk. I mean, it's fun. I do it while I'm working, putting videos together. I walk, so I get to do two things at one time, and that's help reduce my own blood pressure and get some sun at the same time. Plus, it's fun. This is a picture of my backyard right here. I got a beautiful backyard, so it's easy for me to get out, and if it's a nice sunny day, to go ahead and just walk. And I'm breathing. You can tell I'm breathing a little heavy, and that's because I'm walking. But I know I'm replacing bad elements in my blood cells with good ones. Oxygen. That's it, baby. Got to get that oxygen in. So the more things that you can think of that requires oxygen getting into your blood, I want to know about it. So if you've got some tricks that you like to do, and I don't care if it's like gardening, bending over, or just taking a walk in the mall, if that's your pastime, hey, God bless you. You're walking, you're doing it, and you're putting oxygen in your system, and you're lowering your blood pressure, and it's fun. And while you're walking, if you've got headphones or iTunes or something like that, play your favorite music. My favorite music is the Eagles. Saw them live a couple times, and I loved listening to it. And you know what? That relaxes you. It reduces stress, and that's one of the things that you can do to help your blood pressures reduce stress. So when you're doing your walk, just go ahead and listen to your favorite tunes and enjoy the day, enjoy the sun. And another trick you can do also is join a Facebook group of like mind. I mean, just find other people that have the same interest in you. I don't care if it's bowling or archery or anything that gets you outside and gets you off the couch. And look for a support group, maybe friends and family, Facebook groups, things like that. That's actually very helpful. Another trick is you can join a gym and hang out at the gym and make some friends and do whatever people at the gym do. Personally, I don't go to the gym because I walk. But you do something every day. You learn to live that 1%. Change your life a little bit every single day. Every day, do something that's going to put oxygen in your blood. And I don't care how small it is. I'm going to give you a couple more tips on how to do this. Next time you're at the mall, or if you're at a store or a building or something like that, and you see an escalator, train your brain to say, go up the stairs. Just try it one time. Train your brain to say, escalator bad, stairs good. And you'll find that every time you see an escalator now, you're going to think bad, and your body's automatically going to adapt to the fact that you're going to go up the stairs. So it's easy to trick your brain that way. Another trick is I call this technique the park away. This is a good one because every one of us goes to the store every single day, and what's the first thing we do when we go in the parking lot? We look for the parking space that's the closest to the front door. I know, I do the same thing. So try this one time, okay? Just try it one time starting today. Park, instead of the first parking space that's closest to the door, park 3 spaces over on the outside. That is, park a little bit farther down, just one time. Get out and walk to the store. And when you get out of the car, get pissed, get upset that blood pressure is making you walk this far. You know, blood pressure is your killer. You should kill it, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. So get pissed, get upset that you're walking, but then feel good about it. Feel good that you're doing something. You're feeling good that you're killing the killer. You know, you're making yourself better. You're going to see your kids and your grandkids and their kids. You're going to make their lives terrible. Think about that. That's fantastic. Okay, so another trick is to take deep breaths. First thing in the morning, maybe at lunch, maybe at night before you go to bed. Take 10 deep breaths. That's it. Hold it in.
When you feel life out of focus, always return to basic of life.
What, praying?
Breathing. No breathe, no life.
Ooh, hold it in, and then let it out slowly. Do that 10 times, okay? It's scientifically proven to lower your blood pressure. As a matter of fact, if you go on YouTube, there's people actually doing that experiment, and they actually have a monitor and actually proves it. So just do that. That's all you got to do to put some oxygen in your blood. That's it. Now, if you're interested in taking this breathing techniques to the next level, I put a link in the description at the bottom there, so you can look for that. And basically, it's just an advanced course on technical breathing. Just they teach you basically how to in breathing techniques, and it's actually geared towards people who have high blood pressure. So if it's worth it to you, go ahead and check that out, and I'll put the link at the bottom for you. So I want to thank you again for joining me in my journey to kill blood pressure. I hope it does well for you, and I really do. And I want to hear from you. I want you to write in the comment section below and let me know how it's going for you, okay? If you go ahead and do the advanced techniques with the link below, I want to know how that works for you, okay? I want the feedback. So if you find any of this interesting, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know that it helped or it's working or whatever. And if you have other techniques that you like that I haven't mentioned, by all means, I'm all ears, and I'll put that on my next follow-up video.